start of our 6th series. Would you believe it? I can't believe it. 6th series. Well, what have we been up to since we saw you last? Well, the Gladiators swanned off to their winter training camp at Cocoa Beach on that beautiful island of Mauritius. So we'll be seeing some marvellous filming from there a little bit later on. And of course, with a new series come new Gladiators, new games, one of which you'll be seeing a little bit later on this evening as well. And a major plus this year, I've got a new co-presenter. He's from the world of rugby, and earlier on this year, he toured South Africa with the British Lions and scored the amazing goal that made them win the series. So he's a star already. Will you please give a very warm welcome to Jeremy Guscott? So, Jeremy, are you a batsman or a bowler?
Very funny. I didn't realise you paid so much attention to my career.
Oh, right. I like rugby, though. That's a nice idea. Will any of the boys be coming down?
I think a few will be coming along to watch you.
Right. So you must be a major Gladiator fan.
I am indeed. I mean, my eldest daughter, Imogen, she watches Gladiators. She stays up late to watch it. We allow her that. So I suppose I've got to say that, haven't I?
Of course you have. Are you happy to be here?
I am. It's an incredible place, the National Indoor Arena, and the crowd is absolutely fantastic.
Well, enough of this small talk. Let's get this show on the road. Tell the people at home and everybody in here what's at stake this year. What are the prizes?
Well, our champions this year will each drive off with a fabulous top-of-the-range sports cabriolet and £1,000. The runners-up, well, they don't walk away empty-handed either. They will each receive a holiday of a lifetime on the paradise island of the Comores, which is just off the coast of South Africa. There's an extra prize this year also for the boy and girl contender who run the fastest time in the Eliminator. That's the fastest time throughout the whole of the series. They will each receive £1,000.
To look forward to, because of course we've got a new look to our Eliminator. It's very, very exciting, so stay tuned for that. Let's get this show on the road. Let's meet our contenders. Our female contenders tonight are Wendy Dawes
and Julie Hall.
Awesome doors, it says there. You've got 1 or 2 people in the crowd here.
Yeah, loads. Some from Burnley, some from Walsall.
Tell everybody what you do and where you're from.
I'm a stress management consultant.
Oh, I could do with one of those. So this is going to be quite easy for you then, you know, 9,000 people watching, 40 million people watching at home.
It doesn't actually work like that.
But you're feeling fit. What sort of things do you like to do?
Basically, I train, I work out, but I do like things like snowboarding when I can get there.
I was going to say, you don't get a lot of snowboarding done in England, do you?
No, not really, so I have to save my money up.
But how have you been finding the atmosphere here at Gladiators?
Brilliant!
Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, really looking forward to it.
Oh, you better do. Let's hear it for Wendy Dawes!
Julie, tell us a little bit about where you come from and what you do.
I come from Southwell in Nottinghamshire. I work in our family funeral directing business.
And by the sounds of it, you've got a great deal of support this evening.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's really nice.
Who have you got along tonight?
I think I've got everyone, all the locals on the Newcastle Arms, my dad, my mum, my better, my godson. He's there, bless him.
And what do you do to keep fit?
I train.
And what sort of training's that?
I go to the gym, I horse ride, I climb, anything running. I try anything.
OK, good luck. Let's hear it for Julie Hall.
So while the girls get ready, let's meet the guys. Tonight they are McFarlane
and Brian Doamekpor.
Yes, I am.
I could tell by the way you walk. So, tell me, what do? You do lots of dancing and things, don't you?
I do, yes. I'm a salesman during the day, and at night I do aerobics.
And I understand there's a certain lady that has been very, very marvellous throughout your rather difficult and awkward time.
Yeah, there's two special ladies, in fact, in the audience tonight. One is my girlfriend, Liz, who's been a complete diamond, and she's put up with me for the last year. And my mother from Dublin has been doing my PR in Dublin for me, because, you know, I live in Oxford. And she's been great.
Well, listen, I'll look forward to having a little Guinness with you at the end of the show. But in the meantime, let's hear it for Eddie McFarlane.
Brian, that was a rather unusual entrance there.
Yeah, it's a couple of steps myself and Eddie put together just to impress the crowd. I hope we did.
Tell me a little bit about where you come from and what you do.
I'm an assistant restaurant manager with McDonald's. And I do that as little as I can. Don't believe it.
What do you do to relax?
I normally like going for walks in the park, nice cool bar with candles all around, you know, that serene sort of thing.
Well, I don't think this is going to be a walk in the park. Let's give it up for Brian!
Well, it appears the girls are ready for their first event, so let the 6th series begin. Event number 1. Scoring with the blue balls, it's Julie. Scoring with the red balls, it's Wendy. But facing them are Siren, Rocket and Fox.
Oh, a smacker from the Siren. What a great way to start the series. 3 new girls cutting their teeth on Powerball, Siren, Rocket and Fox. And the crowd rises to them, and so does the camera.
Over to John Anderson.
Contenders ready! Gladiators ready!
Let's give Siren and Fox the once-over, starting with Siren, a qualified quantity surveyor. But what we're surveying there is quality. The Foxy lady shapes up well too. Comes from Southampton. The contenders will find out what it's like to be hunted by a fox.
3, 2, 1!
Wendy Dawes straight down to action and straight down to the floor. Last gets the ball after the takedown, no score. And Rocket's already fired up on Julie. Wendy from Tamworth, wrong-footing Fox, and Wendy Dawes easily scores. 3 for the centre basket. Another ball, another battle, into the Siren and straight onto the deck. Julie's nickname is Digger. Couldn't dig her way out of that tackle from Rocket. The new Glads are doing a great job. Julie sets off to reload, faces the Siren, and down she goes. Just over halfway through.
Stay out of the white zone, Gladiators. Stay out of the white zone.
Referee John Anderson sounding off there. We'll get a translation of what he said later. As Wendy, the stress manager, scoots away to win 2 points. Back again. Oh, rock by Rocket, squashed by the Siren. Julie back into the fray, but Julie in a no-win situation, still to score. Wendy getting the taste for it now. Oh, but Siren quickly spoils her appetite. Time running down, and so's Julie. Rocket with a splashdown. And that's Shalom for the ladies' Powerball.
Well, Wendy, there wasn't much of a chance at all for you to have a breather there.
Nope. Great game.
But you just went straight for them.
Yeah, I just wanted to get hold of them, get my aggression out. Feel good.
You certainly did. And what about you, Julie? I mean, it just didn't stop.
Me? Ow. They're big girls.
Well, let's bring John Anderson in and find out what your scores are, John.
Well, sadly, I'm afraid Digger scored no points. And Wendy, although it appears 7 points, 2 were disallowed because she crawled when she'd been tackled. So it's 5 points, Wendy.
Well done. Let's hear it for Wendy and Julie.
So it's no crawling when tackled, not even to the ref. Wendy gets wrestled to the floor by Siren and clearly dunks it after being dropped, which means that after one event, Wendy's on 5 and Julie's on 0.
So now we move into the men's event, and scoring with the blue balls, it's Brian. Getting ready to score with the red balls, it's Eddie. And they're going to be facing Rhino, Warrior and Hunter.
The noise is for the boys, the masters of mayhem. Give us your fist, Rhino. Where is it? Thank you. Looks like we better get ready to rumble.
Over to John Anderson. Anderson.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Brian works in a burger joint. Oh, but Warrior makes mincemeat of him there. Eddie's empty-handed, needs to get loaded. Dummies left and right, but no one makes a dummy out of Hunter. The top man topples the contender. It's a man's world down there tonight, which is why the producer and I are up here. Eddie gets a red and then a face full of Rhino. Should be a plumber the way he charges. The Eddie fans think Rhino was a bit forceful, but he's only ensuring the job gets done. Brian against Rhino, touches the floor and surrenders the ball. Good sportsman. Warrior forcing Eddie wide, cuts back. Rhino steps in to stop the messing about. Brian there way outside the playing zone, tackled by a cameraman. Blistering action from Contenders and Gladiators. You don't get this with Teletubbies. Both Contenders at one end with one aim in mind. Get some points on the board. Eddie with bags of energy. An aerobics instructor. Seems there's nothing he can teach Rhino and Hunter. Warrior launches himself at Brian. Mind his McNuggets, Warrior. These Contenders keep bouncing back for more. Great courage, but it looks like the Glads have got the measure of them. Eddie against Warrior. Warrior wins it. And the Hooter concludes that bone-crunching encounter. Excellent action. Brian's family are here, his brother and parents.
Eddie, it started so pacey, but it doesn't take a long time before you get tired.
It doesn't now, yeah. It's a very fast game. Hard hitters. It's a great game. It's even better if you score.
And what about you, Brian? Oh, you're still recovering.
Have you ever been hit by a truck? Well, try one of these guys out.
Oh, well, I mean, it was a very, very eventful game, and let's just find out from John Anderson if there have been any scores.
That was a phenomenal game, but regrettably, the team played so well, neither of the contenders scored any points.
Well, let's hear it for them anyway. Let's hear it for Eddie and Brian.
So, with one event down and 4 to play, the scores are 0-0. Now, fancy a quick timeout?
Hello and a very warm welcome back to the Cocoa Beach Resort here on the beautiful island of Mauritius. We, of course, know it more as the Gladiator Winter Training Camp. Now, last year, the Gladiators managed to fit in a little bit of fun in amongst all their training. But the question is, in the light of last year's series, did they have too much fun? Here's one man who definitely thought so.
Now, the one area that made me most unhappy last year, as you already know, I'm sure, was the losing of the Ashes. Over the 3 shows, there wasn't one instance where the British contender won against the Aussie Glads that you pushed home the advantage and beat the Aussie contender. Not one. And that's something that really must be addressed. Under no circumstances do I want to lose the Ashes this year. And that means considerably heavier and more involved training from you here at Cocoa Beach this year. It's something that has to be addressed, and it's something that I'm really going to go for and push for.
So, what was the solution? Well, I don't know, but I know a man who does. 3, 2, 1.
Gladiators! Are you ready? And another excellent ball. What a cross!
Here we go, working on a point. Your hands, everybody gonna stretch your reach. All the gladiators are here to show how to work that belly like a dynamo. Give it up. Give it up.
Go on then, all the way, all the way, all the way.
Time for event number 2. Standing at the foot of the wall, it's Wendy. She's going to be chased by Rebel.
This is my one. I've got her.
Also getting ready to climb, it's Julie. She's going to be pursued by Vogue.
Earlier, Wendy told me that it's not just her who's a great Glads fan.
My dad absolutely bonkers about Gladiators, mad on it. He watched it all the time. If there was a Gladiators for granddads, he'd be on it. He phones me up all the time saying that there's a girl on here, she's rubbish, you can do better. So I did it for a laugh. I thought, all right then, I'll go in for it. And I got through. I can't believe I got through. I just did it to shut him up. Thanks, Dad.
there he is in person. Colin with Wendy's mum, Dot.
3, 2, 1.
Wendy in pink, Julie in yellow. First to the top, gets 10, second scores 5. A 10-second head start over the Glads, and both girls scaling superbly. Wendy with the edge. Here come the Glads, Rebel on Wendy, and Vogue chasing Julie. And Vogue clawing back Julie's head start, struggling with the overhang. Rebel knocking on Wendy's door, a fingertip away, but Julie's put back some space between her and Vogue. Rebel latches onto Wendy, and it looks like Wendy's wall is lost. Rebel ripped her from the grasp. The wall and Wendy part company, but look at this, a great climb from Julie. 10 terrific points, and Jez is up there with the mic.
Absolutely incredible. You flew up that wall.
Did I? I wasn't going to let that me.
Did you realise how close Vogue was?
She grabbed hold of my foot. She had hold of me.
But you just kept going and going and finally got to the top.
I did.
Absolutely incredible, Julie. You scored 10 points.
So, after 2 events, that puts a whole new complexion on the scores. Wendy has 5, Julie 10.
We now move into the men's event with Eddie. And he's going to be chased by Hunter. Also getting ready to climb, it's Brian. And he's going to be pursued by Ace.
And while Eddie eyes the wall, let's have a shufti at his stats. Oh, they look pretty impressive to me. On the other side of the wall, Brian shapes up like this, a little shorter height-wise, a bit lighter weight-wise, and a drop small around the chesty bits.
Contenders, you will go on my first whistle. Gladiators, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
And the guys are up and at it. Well, one of them is anyway. You may be interested to know that the man behind John Anderson you saw just now is our new timekeeper, Eugene Gilt. He's counting down the 10 seconds before the Glads get to it. There it goes, and here they go, flying into action. And Brian's in trouble, plays right into the hand of Ace. Brian folds, and Hunter doesn't let the grass grow either. Hunter never fails when it comes to ripping them down. Quick work for the Glads. And Brian clearly not happy with going up. And Eddie not happy with coming down. Just watch this. After 2 events, that good work by the Glads means the guys have still to score.
2 events down, 4 to go, plus our new look Eliminator. Join us after the break for more action here on Gladiators. Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena here in Birmingham. We're just about to kick off with one of this season's brand new events. First up, it's Wendy. She's going to be facing Lightning.
The luscious Lightning posts a perfect set of stats, which is no more than you'd expect from this great gladiator. In her 6th season of competition, her opponent Wendy shapes up like this, 10 centimetres shorter and 6 kilos heavier. Now, according to my John Anderson book of rules on this brand new event, tightrope, it's a straight race along those tightropes 60 feet above the arena floor. They pull themselves up to a platform, unhook, press a button, then zip line down to a target. First to the target wins the race, and it looks like Lightning's first to make the changeover. Wendy close by, unhooks and drops, but Lightning's on the downside. Wendy's heading for a fall and 0 points. Lightning strikes, and Wendy zaps straight into the crash net. He's down, and Lightning's up. And Wendy's dad doesn't know whether it's up or down. Wendy launches herself to try and cut back the lead, but finds herself cut down instead.
Next up, it's Julie. And she's going to be racing against Siren. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready! 3, 2, 1!
Now this requires real girl power. They're both on the pull, and it looks to me like it's neck and neck. No, Julie's in the lead. She looks to be full of beans here. She's going to be the first to the platform. Unhooks. Now strikes the button, ready for the slide, but Siren's coming back at her. Julie's on the zip. The Halls are on their feet, and this is going to be close. Oh, but Digger does it. Dispenses with Siren in a shower of sparks. 10 points to Julie. And look at her fans. They've got their names on their T-shirts in case they forget who they are. But they'll never forget this victory. Julie leaves her opponent cold. Rather hot on the net. 2 maximum scores from 3 events mean that Julie's up to 20 while Wendy stays on 5.
Now we move into the men's event. First up, it's Eddie! And he's going to be facing Cobra!
Earlier, Eddie told me how ready he really is this time.
This is my second year trying out for the Gladiators. The first time I went through, I trained for about 3 months, thought I was ready, went along to the trials, did the run, did the chin-ups, crossed the monkey bars, up and down the rope twice. I got down to the end and turned to the guy and he said, "You're 2 seconds outside." And I looked at him and I said, "Look, please, come on. I've trained really hard. You've got to let me through. 2 seconds is nothing. It'll make no difference at the end of the day." And he smiled and he stood back and he looked at me for a few seconds and then he said to me, "Hit the showers, loser." And I'll never forget that. It was probably the lowest moment of my life. However, the good thing that came out of it was I trained really hard this year and I went back and I got through, so that's good.
3, 2.
Well, this time, Eddie's hoping to hit a shower of sparks and make Cobra the loser. And look how that steep gradient starts to tell on those arm muscles. There's nothing between the two of them as they approach the platform. Eddie unhitches his line and strikes his button. Cobra's in trouble, can't disengage. Eddie's on the zip. Girlfriend Liz and sister Joy, and Joy's unconfined because the Dubliner has done it. Cobra blasted into oblivion after that problem with his line. Eddie's pleased to see those points, and aren't we all? At least when Cobra goes, he goes in style. Full tilt down the zip and then kaboom at that.
Ted!
Ah! Lovely!
Woo! I have to say, you were just incredibly fast.
Oh, it's just the adrenaline. I needed that so badly.
And so smooth with your hands.
I don't think so.
Let's hear it for Eddie! Well done, 10 points. Next up, it's Brian. And he's going to be facing Saracen. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready! 3, 2, 1.
And Brian pulls away, Saracen going well. Oh, Saracen snagged on the rope. Brian, smooth and stylish, snatches the lead, but disaster for Sarah. Saracen's back on track, though there's plenty to do now. Brian on the platform, Saracen working well now, pulled a lot back. Brian hits the button and prepares to hit the zip. Here he comes, and so does Saracen. Can this magnificent Gladiator steal the points from Brian? Oh, he kicks the button and Brian hits the deck. What a high-tension thriller. Bernice and Alf can't believe he lost, but Eddie's supporters team rather glad he did. So let's see the scores after 3 events. Eddie's off the mark with a 10, Brian yet to score. But let's join Jeremy for some important news.
Before we start our next event, there's been drama already in the first programme of our new series. Wendy Dawes has twisted her back, which means she will no longer be able to compete. Although the good news is it's not too serious. We wish you all the best, Wendy.
Well, that's a tough break for Wendy. Did well to make it here. This, a sad exit for her.
In your place is Paula Bush. Come in, Paula. Paula, tell us a little bit about what you do and where you come from.
I'm a nursery school teacher and full-time mum as well.
Must be difficult looking after the kids and training.
Yeah, I got 2 lovely twins, boy and a girl, really gorgeous.
I tell you what we need from Wendy supporters, we need Wendy's gang to really cheer and look after Paula through the rest of the events. Now it's time for our next event. Whiplash. Our first female contender on Whiplash is Paula. And she'll be facing Rocket. Over to John Anderson.
Well, while John Anderson says lock in, let's look at Rocket. Launched her Gladiator career with a fine Powerball performance earlier this evening. Let's see how Paula shapes up. 12 centimetres shorter and 12 kilograms lighter. Rocket has the advantage. The rules of Whiplash are simple. Paula's got 30 seconds to pull Rocket out of the ring, and Paula, the Bournemouth belle, looks to have got a grip. Can she bring the Rocket? Of course she can. 10 points to Paula, and 10 seconds to drag Rocket out of the ring. Jess is in there.
Paula, absolutely incredible. You flew Rocket all over the place there.
That one was for Wendy, and for me too.
Well done, Paula. You scored 10 points. Rocket, you're supposed to stay in the middle.
I know, but she did well, and good luck to her for the rest of the games, and hopefully next time.
Good luck next time, Rocket. Let's hear it for Rocket! Our next female contender is Julie! And she's up against Rio! Over to John Anderson.
Lock in.
Well, let's size these two up. Rio's 187 and 83. And Julie measures up much shorter and much, much lighter. Well, Julie's got her work cut out as she thinks she's going to pull Rio out of the ring. But stranger things have happened. I won't mention Warrior's name, but you know what I mean. And already, Rio completely in control. In fact, she doesn't look like she's putting in any effort whatsoever. Julie's on the edge. Rio plays her like an angler, gives her some line, then tugs her back in. And Rio could be reading the paper while doing this. It really is that easy. Capital performance from Rio, dominating the ring with her height and weight advantage. Poor old Julie couldn't lift Rio. For one brief moment, it looked like Julie was onto a winner, but Rio was still in control, keeps her balance and hauls her in. Come back, Julie. I said come back. That good result from Paula puts her back in the frame. After 4 events, it's 15-20. Now back to the sun.
7 S's, which are the components of a good training program. S for strength. You are all among the strongest people there is, but you can get stronger. So we're going to work on that. Speed, essential in our program. Absolutely vital. So we're going to make sure that you're faster than anybody else that you're going to compete against. You're going to pick up on the speed. But in order to do these things, we need S for stamina. So there's going to be some stamina work as well, and we're going to fit that in around the rest of the components. So it's going to be hard work. There'll be S for skill. And the skill you need in the game show is absolutely of the highest order, so we've got to make sure we top up on that. S for suppleness. We've got to be flexible. We've got to have range of movement. We've got to be able to deal with the problems as they come up. We've got to be better than any of the contenders. But in order to do all that, we need S for sustenance, for fuel, for food. So good eating, good healthy eating habits are going to be part and parcel of what we do here. And finally, S for support services. The medical, the first aid, the massage, the physiotherapy. All of these are essential ingredients. Okay, so this is for real, it's serious. The 7 S's are the way forward, so let's go for it.
Event number 5. First up, it's Eddie. He's going to be facing Ace. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready! On guard! 3, 2,
10 points if Eddie knocks out the Ace, 5 if he stays the distance, and he's soaking up some pretty serious stick at the moment, trying to prod his way out of trouble. Ace finding it hard to get a purchase on him. The card shark usually dishes out a few good pummeling, but the Irishman's a canny contender. A tough target to pin one on. There's plenty of bustling, hustling and tussling, but no cracking, smacking and whacking. Ace looking to quick it up a gear, but Eddie's no eagle. He won't be flying from that perch. Side swipes from Ace, but the Irishman won't shift. The Ace has dealt his hand, but can't quite come up trumps. 5 points, and I must say, they're very welcome indeed. Well, they talk about the luck of the Irish, but Eddie used plenty of skill to take the sting out of Ace's armoury. Good dueling.
Well, Eddie, I didn't actually think you were going to stand much of a chance up there because he gave you, I think, 5 or 6 clear blows.
Oh, I can't believe it. I really can't. It was fear that meant the most. But a lot of ducking and diving I've been practicing, and it paid off.
It certainly did. I mean, at one stage you were at the very edge of the platform, and I thought, oh, here he goes.
No, I thought that as well.
But you just didn't have quite enough power to knock him off there.
Well, I noticed at the beginning that I hit him off, but then, silly like it was, I come back and hit him back on, and then my finger got a bit mashed there. I think I'll wear the cricket gloves next time, but all
It's sad, isn't it? It's sad.
It hurts. But he's got a low centre of gravity. He was superb, excellent balance. I give him some big hits, but he weren't moving.
It's all that aerobics. Let's hear it for Eddie and for Ace.
That's the thing about Glads, it's great for all generations.
Next up on Duel, it's Brian. And he's going to be facing Warrior. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready!
As ready as he'll ever be, considering he's the David and he's up against Goliath. Warrior twice the size of Brian. But Brian has a heart made of steel. There's the whistle. And there goes Brian. A fast exit by the fast food manager, but frankly, who can blame him? Brian cast down and his fans downcast. It's certainly worth another look, but even in slow motion, it's pretty quick. Brian's first to the punch, Warrior nudges it away, his balance goes, and poor old Brian follows it. So Brian still to get off the mark, and after 4 events, it's Eddie 15, Brian 0. Needs to score in.
It's time now for our next event. Our first female contender on Hang Tough is Paula. And she'll be facing Lightning. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready! 3, 2, 1.
Lightning rarely puts a hand wrong in Hang Tough. Oh, but Paula lost it already. Must have misjudged a ring. Descended on Wendy supporters as fast as Paula descended to the mat. We really got to see what went wrong. She started her swing, but forgets to hold on.
We didn't have time to blink there. What went wrong?
I don't believe it. My hand just slipped on the first thing. That's my worst nightmare.
Is it an event you've been looking forward to as
Yeah,
well?
it was actually, yeah.
Oh, never mind. Lightning, I bet you couldn't believe that either.
I could not believe my luck, believe me. I was up there and I was thinking, is this the one that's going to beat me? Is this the one to think I'll get her? Will I not? And then all of a sudden I thought, oh, wow.
I don't think anyone can beat you on Hang Tough, Lightning.
No.
Let's hear it for Lightning and Paula! Our second female contender is Julie! She's up against Falcon!
First outing for the Flying Falcon this season, and Julie will have to box clever, and she knows it.
The loudest person in the crowd tonight will be my best friend Kim, because she's got the biggest mouth in Southwell, but she can't jump him down too much because she's pregnant.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Julie looking to send Falcon to the crash mat below. Falcon has a minute to win it. Julie's good for 10 if she reaches the Falcon's platform, or 5 if she's in the scoring zone after 60 seconds. And Julie hanging a left and looking very comfortable up there. Falcon marking the scoring zone. This looks like a tactical game of cat and mouse, but who's going to wind up with the hard cheese? Indefatigable Falcon, a high-class Hang Tough operator, a faultless record on the rings, and Julie knows it. Julie getting too close for comfort, backtracks. Julie's mum, Chris. Oh, urging her to hang on, but oh, look at this. Julie in the scoring zone needs to hang tough for more than 15 seconds. An incredible athlete, but can she hold it? Oh, it's too much. What a tragedy. Julie brought down by Falcon with just 11 seconds to go. 4 marks to Falcon. Sadly, none to Julie. Let's see it again. Falcon locks her up with her legs and prizes her off with the fingers. all of which means the girls' scores remain the same going into the Eliminator. Paula 15, Julie 20. And here comes the trouble we've been expecting. The Wild Thing is out of his cage for another season.
Get out of my face.
Charming. And we can get that out of ours.
Okay, now it's time for the men. Our first male contender is Eddie! And he's facing Wolf! Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready!
Gotcha.
3, 2, 1.
The oldest swinger in town swings into action. He can bring the house down with his antics, but he can just as easily bring a contestant down with his hang tough skills. Swings to the middle in 2. Oh, Eddie's mum, Anne, getting aerated. Eddie hanging on, not overly content. Oh, Wolfman smashes into him, and they both go for a flyer. And quick mat finish for Eddie there. When Wolf gets them down, they stay down. Even if he has to sit on them. Liz and Joy can certainly see the funny side. Wolf knows how to stretch a point, but Anne can't see the joke at all. Despite the break for the close season, Wolf has lost none of his modesty.
Eddie, it's bad enough falling down, but you don't particularly want the wolf lying all over you as well.
That was not a very pretty sight, but I tell you, it was horrible.
Didn't last very long either.
No, it didn't. He's quite good on the old rings, as Wolf. He might be an old boy, but he's quick.
Wolf. They love you. They absolutely love you. Easy game.
Hey, no, you got to remember, this guy is very, very good. I'm just better.
Confident as always, the Wolfman. Let's hear it for Wolf and Eddie!
And the Wolf completely at home on the rings. He stings Eddie with his legs and then scoots away his arm. Job done, no messing.
Next up is Brian! And he's up against our new gladiator, Khan!
The impressive figure of Khan dominates the arena, and here's why. 23 centimetres taller than Brian, 41 kilos heavier. And apart from that, they're quite evenly matched. And Brian's quietly confident.
Well, I think the game I'm going to excel at is hang tough because I've got phenomenal upper body strength. And very few contenders have made it to the other end. I want to join that elite club.
Well, there's Khan, our only new male signing this season. Brian has the advantage of knowing that this is Khan's first test under battle conditions, but one glimpse of those massive shoulders must give Brian cause for concern. Brian taking it easy and figuring out what Khan's got planned. Khan moves in and Brian evades him. Khan trying to get back on terms. And Brian's in the scoring zone, and that's good enough for his fans. But it's not good enough for Brian. He wants the 10 points. Can he fulfill that dream? Can he make it to the platform? It looks like Khan can't. One swing from victory. Oh, he's so close to the impossible. He's done it. Join the club, Brian. A beautifully judged hang tough. And Bernice and Alpha heading up the carnival. That smile says it all. And these were the only few fleeting seconds that the Khan got even close to the elusive Brian. What a contender.
Brian, you've got to be so pleased with that.
I am. I'm absolutely ecstatic. Thanks for all the fans.
Brian scores 10 points.
So Brian claws back the points. He moves to 10 while Eddie stays on 15. It's back to Jeremy.
Join us after the break for the Eliminator here on Gladiators!
Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena here in Birmingham, where we're just about to embark on 2 sets of new-look eliminators. Now, first, let's have a look at the scores. Paula's on 15 points, Julie's on 20 points. That's a 5-point difference, giving Julie a 2.5-second head start.
So let's have a gander at the new elements. After the high and low hurdles come the trampettes, which bounce the contenders up onto the up and over cargo nets. The rolling logs are replaced by trapezes, and the balance beam is now 2 sets of seesaws, but you must touch the yellow zone at the end.
Julie, you will go on my first whistle. Paula, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Julie Hall from Southwell begins her Eliminator run, followed by Paula Bush, who comes from Bromley. Julie up and over, not as smooth as she'd like. The trampette will bounce her onto the net, then it's the hard climb to the top and down the other side. Paula joins her on the net and looks to be pulling that lead back. Julie up and over, and Paula flying down that net, level terms already, and Paula takes the lead. Next comes the rope climb to the hand ladder platform. Paula losing time while Julie getting to grips with it. And Julie grabs back the lead, first to the ladder. Not a good rope climb for Paula. And Julie's mum, Chris, urging her on. Wendy Dawes getting behind Paula. First to finish the hand ladder is Julie. Now comes the trapeze. Julie swings first. Remember, the higher she swings, the bigger advantage on the cargo net. Wendy Dawes fans giving it 20. Julie on the second cargo net. And this is where Paula could pull it back again. The hard climb to the gantry. It's a nail biter for Wendy. Julie maintaining her lead. Good climb from Julie up onto the gantry. Now for the sprint to the zip. Chris is out of her seat, so's Paddy. Julie jogs to the furthest line to be hooked up and hauled down to the crash mats below. Here she comes. Splash down. Paula starts her descent. She's got it all to do. Next it's the seesaws, and Julie primes herself for the first one. She lost the lead, pulled it back, and now she's way in front. Great, gutsy performance from her. Oh, but she didn't touch the yellow zone, and look, John Addison has sent her back. What a tragedy, the fans can't believe it. Wendy's supporters realise Paula is back in with a chance, lands the seesaw, remembers to touch the yellow line. Next comes the travelator, can she manage it? Oh yes, she can! Victory given away by Julie, and Paula says thank you very much. How about that for a turn-up? And Wendy goes ballistic. Julie swings home, she knows she threw it away.
Absolutely huge congratulations, because at one stage, obviously, you must have thought that you'd lost it.
Never, Ulrika. I was there.
And I mean, you slowed down on the rope and then you managed to catch her up and keeping your head up going up the travelator.
I feel so good. I can't believe it!
Well, Mercy, is a bit of bad news. Of course, you're going to have to come back and do it all over again.
Oh, never mind.
But you had Wendy's supporters behind you. Thank you for that. It was a terrific Eliminator. Let's hear it for Paula!
Julie, for so long you were in the lead, and then what happened on the balance beam there?
I had to go back and do the beam again, because I hadn't touched the yellow, and I thought I had.
Well, never mind, you still did well. Here's your medal, and go and say hello to your family.
Flowers, and Paula gets a well-done hug from the injured Wendy, who she replaced. Julie still smiling, greets her folks, and they'll be talking about that one for years to come. A comfortable win decimated by an unforced error. And there's the benchmark time for future contenders to beat. Remember, the fastest Eliminator gets the £1,000. Now for the boys. Eddie has a 5-point lead, which gives him a 2.5-second head start. Well, the guys are ready. I'm ready. I know you are. And so's John Anderson.
Eddie, you will go on my first whistle. Brian, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Eddie McFarlane up and at it, followed by Brian Doamekpor. And Brian with a spring in his step, and Eddie with a spring on the trampette. Up to the net. Gets himself a bit stuck, and Brian gets back on terms, and Brian actually takes the lead. First to the up and over. But Eddie plunges down, and it's even Stevens once again next to the rope climb. Eddie swings up, Brian climbs up, and Brian's got the edge again. Onto the platform. Then it's the simultaneous start on the hand bikes. Bernie's now pedaling with him. His mum and trying to keep a grip. But Eddie having a bad hand bike. Al's got the banner out already. And he's got a towel on his head. That hand bike turning Eddie's Eliminator dream into a nightmare. Liz knows it. Eddie's in deep trouble. The hand bike's taken its toll. And he's gone! It's agony for Anne as Eddie picks his tortured body from the mat. Brian makes it to the top of the cargo net. This new Eliminator course takes no prisoners. Brian heaves himself onto the gantry. Sister Carolyn and Brian's boast can sense victory, but then so could Julie's, and who would blame them? Eddie up the ladder to the trapeze, while Brian slides down the zip to the floor, lands well. Eddie completes the trapeze, but it must be a lost cause. Brian on the seesaw, don't forget that yellow end. I said, don't forget that yellow end. He does, and John Aniston sends him back. Now Brian's missed the yellow end. The drama's incredible. Eddie is still on the cargo net. Brian's got the time to get it right next time. He's on the seesaw. Don't forget the yellow. Oh, he didn't. Bernie's and Elf know he can do it. Barnstorms the Travelator. Oh, acknowledges the crowd and swings into the next round of Gladiators. A great win. Eddie splashes down and knows he's given his best. The seesaws are next. Good balancing skills from Eddie. I don't think John will send him back if he misses the yellow bit. Here comes the second one. It was only the hand bite that let him down. He's not daunted by the Travelator. Great effort from Eddie. Thanks the crowd. They thank him and finishes the job.
Brian, you made that look so easy.
I tell you, it wasn't. I just pulled out my reserves from deep within, pulled it out.
You kind of just kept on going and going and going, and didn't even blink when you went up the Travelator. You just kept on going and going, pumping right to the end.
Well, like I said at the beginning, don't blink, guys, you might miss it.
You know, your only problem now is that you've got to come back for the next round. You're going to look forward to that?
You bet.
Well, take your medal. Well done. Let's hear it for Brian!
Oh, Eddie. It was the hand bite that really, really did you in. What was going on?
Yeah, I lost my momentum, and if you lose your momentum on there, you've really got to struggle hard. And I just couldn't hold on.
On top of which, you then fall down, and it takes you a week to get up.
Yeah, it gives you 10 seconds delay, so you have to wait around. But, you know, I've given it my best shot, and it wasn't good enough.
Well, I mean, the crowd, I have to say, were behind you all the way. They didn't stop cheering for you. And I'm rather pleased they're not coming back. They're so noisy. But it's been great to have you on the show, and the very best of luck in the future.
Right, thanks very much. I'd like to say thanks to everybody who came down to support me. Barry Brennan, my girlfriend Liz, my mother, everybody, sorry about that.
That's all right, you've not been a disappointment. Let's hear it for Eddie!
Brian with his mum. Eddie with his. And she gave it her all. Now Liz's turn. Family reunions all round, and what a great start to the new series of Gladiators. Brian with a perfectly judged win, which takes him to the next round with a benchmark eliminator time of 1:42.3.
Well, what a cracking start to the new series. It was absolutely fantastic.
It's been brilliant, but it's a shame we lost Wendy.
Yeah, well, we've had some good action, some sad action. Have you enjoyed yourself?
I've had an unbelievable time. It's been fantastic.
Well, I'm going to make you come back next week. So join us here for more action on Gladiators.
For safety reasons, do not attempt to recreate any of the events you have seen on Gladiators.
So, how are you finding the new Gladiators? More from them and Ulrika in a few moments here on Challenge. Well, coming up on Pick next, they're defending the borders Aussie style. That's nothing to declare.